Rachel Maddow cried on TV. Surely this means we must erase the borders. There's an audio tape of a kid crying. Let's just get rid of laws. Give me a break. If you really think the left cares about the children and not the raw lust for power, then you're an idiot. They don't care about children being separated from their parents. As soon as Trump passed an executive order stopping that exact thing, they said it wasn't good enough. Aren't you just sick of these phonies constantly trying to claim the moral high ground? Oh yeah, you really care about the children while simultaneously advocating the kidnap and rape of a child, while simultaneously encouraging people to target the children of Border Patrol agents, while simultaneously threatening Donald Trump Jr.'s 4-year-old daughter. Yeah, you really care about the children, don't you? This guy, he really cares about the children. He cares about the children so much, he called up a Republican congressman's office and threatened to kill his children. Oh, you care about the children. You care so much, you're literally trying to end a program that protects these children from sex trafficking. You care about the children so much, you're incentivizing them to make dangerous, daunting journeys where they risk rape and death. 80% of Central American girls are raped attempting to reach the US. That's what you're incentivizing. That's how much you care about the children. 10,000 of the 12,000 children are sent by their parents. Their parents chose to separate from them long before they reached America. Don't care about that, do you? Oh, but you care about the children being kept in detention cages, except when Obama did it for years, then you didn't give a shit.
And we're just going to show you a few pictures of some of those scenes where these people are being held.
Well, that looks very unorganized.
It reminds me a lot of concentration camps, honestly.
It looks more like a concentration camp to me, the way the kids are being held. Are those handcuffs?
I've worked in education and migration for 2 decades now, and this is fucking bullshit.
What if I told you that those photos are from 2014 when Obama was president?
Yeah, when families were being separated under Obama, didn't care about that, did you?
They were all there in 2014 under President Obama. And my question to you, Senator Baldwin, is did you speak up against them then?
You know, on this issue that, you know,
No, she didn't, because there was no political power to be gained from your fake outrage. Just like you didn't give a shit about Obama drone striking kids all over the world. Oh, but now you've suddenly developed a conscience. Now a Republican's in office. Gee, what a coincidence. But you really care about the children. That's why you were so outraged when Hillary Clinton said the children needed to be sent back.
In southern Mexico, they should be sent back now.
Well, they should be sent back. Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay.
No, that's right. You said absolutely fuck all about it. Just like you said fuck all when Obama said the same thing.
Our message absolutely is don't send your children unaccompanied on trains or through a bunch of smugglers. Do not send your children to the borders. If they do make it, they'll get sent back. More importantly, they may not make it.
Oh, but you really care about the children. You care so much about the children. You demand MS-13 gang members be treated humanely. Animals that routinely massacre children. You care so much. The left really cares about families being separated. I mean, it's not like they sat back for decades and watched families in America fall apart while divorce skyrocketed and broken homes became the norm, is it? Time magazine cares so much about the children. Except when it comes to Americans having children, in which case they tell them not to at every available opportunity. And no, this isn't a Nazi policy, you utter simpletons. An Obama-era Ninth Circuit Court decision isn't comparable to one of the biggest mass murderers in human history, you utter clowns. The Nazis separated children from their parents so they could murder them. Pretending that that is anything akin to this is an insult to actual Holocaust victims, so shut the fuck up. It's funny, isn't it, how this has played out? It was the Ninth Circuit that ruled it was inhumane to keep kids with their parents. But now the left is saying it's inhumane to separate kids from their parents. So the only solution is to release the parents. Catch and release. Which will coincidentally create the very open border insanity that the left wanted all along, while importing a huge new voting bloc who will later vote for them, while bringing in millions more wage slaves for big business to exploit as cheap labour. Gee, it's almost like they planned it all from the start, and that all this crying and wailing, all this propaganda, all this fake imagery was just a ruse to emotionally manipulate everyone into supporting their real agenda. Surely they wouldn't do that, would they? Surely they wouldn't be that heartless. I mean, it's not like they expressed their desire to see the president's 12-year-old son put in a cage with pedos and raped, is it? This also broadcasts the message that any illegal alien wanting to cross into America just has to bring a kid with them. MS-13? ISIS? Come on in! Putting the kid at risk of death, rape, and sex trafficking.
We don't even know how many of these kids don't make it and may have been waylaid into sex trafficking or killed.
Because the left really cares about the children. At least Canada cares about the children. As Trudeau said, this is not the way we do things in Canada. Except that it is.
But Paul, there was a kid on tape crying. Rachel Maddow cried on TV.
Just
14 heartbreaking photos that will make you say fuck having borders and law and shit. Here's the bottom line. Trump knows what's happening in Europe. He's seen the surge in violent crime, the murders, the rapes, the ghettoization, and he's standing up against an onslaught of faux outrage and contrived virtue signalling from a deluge of morons who would quite happily see America turn into a crime-ridden cesspit so long as it satiated their Trump derangement syndrome. Remember, the left wants America to fail. They want the plane to crash, even though they're on it.
I feel like the bottom has to fall out at some point. And by the way, I'm hoping for it, because I think one way you get rid of Trump is a crashing economy. So please, bring on the recession.
So no, the same people who say we should display humanity to MS-13 gang members who rape and kill children don't get to lecture us about humanity towards children. You can argue whether Trump's zero-tolerance policy was implemented badly or not. You can argue about what the real solution should be. But please, save me the sanctimonious moralising about how much you care about the children. Because I'm not stupid, I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm not buying it. You don't care about the children, you care about power. Raw power. And nothing more.
Guerras, revoluções, manifestações. Entenda o mundo em que você vive lendo, politizando a política sem caô. Pontos de venda, página Politizando no Facebook e livro digital no site amazon.com.